Hello and welcome back to the video series about Python integration for MetaTrader 5. In this video we are going to explore how to work with orders, which means that we are going to cover this orders total function, this orders get, and how to send orders. So let's start with the first one, orders get, and you can see here that this one is straightforward. Let me copy this orders total, and it's going to return an integer value of all the orders that are active. So let's go to our Python environment. I'm going to establish connection with my MetaTrader 5. Now I'm connected. For this video I'll be using only the MetaTrader 5 package, no other libraries. So let's type orders total, and I'll save this one orders total into a variable because I want to show you. For the moment I don't have any open orders, so let me run this function, and yes, as expected, it returns an integer type and the value is 0, which means that we don't have open orders. So let me place a few manually. I hope you understand the difference between orders and positions. Orders are instructions to buy or sell that are not already executed. Positions are orders that are executed and already you have open position and active trading in certain financial instrument. If I go here, just let me make sure that now we have 3 orders, 2 on Euro USD and 1 on GBP USD. So if I go here and if I run once again this function, you can see that currently we have 0 open orders, but now we have 3 orders, and this is how this function's orders total works. If you want to get the total number of active orders, this is the function that you'd like to use. And it's useful in some cases when you're trying, for example, to limit the total number of orders for some reason, or yes, depending on your algorithm, it could be a useful one. And let me just comment out total number of orders. Okay, and let's move to the next one, which is orders get. And here, as you can see, it's getting a little bit more complicated because the active orders, these orders are active because if I, for example, remove this order, it will exist in the history, in the trading history. I'll show you this in the future videos, but this one is active, which means that it's available for execution. And there are 3 co-options of these functions. The first one is without any parameters, return active orders or no symbols, and this includes different information like open price, symbol name, and so on. The other one is to filter by symbol name. Here you can specify, here you can group, you can use this group parameter, filter for selecting orders for symbols. I'm going to explain this one with an example in a second. Or you can use the ticket of the order. So let's start with the different examples. Orders get without any parameters. Here, orders get, and if I let's write MT5 orders get, and if I run this function, you can see here that it returns a tuple with 3 orders. Yes, that's correct, because we have these 3 orders currently placed. But if you want to access this information, I've shown you how to do this in previous videos. But for example, you can use indexing orders get. Let me first print all the 3 of them, so we can see here that for each one you have the ticket number, you have different information. This is the current price, this is the price open, the price that you've selected to buy, for example, in this case. and you have this information for all three of them. But if you want to select, for example, the information only for the details only for the first one, you can access using this information using index like 0, 1 or 2 in this particular example. And once again, if you want to go one level deeper into the order to access some particular information, like for example price open, you can use dot notation, and in this particular example you're going to access this here you can see 1.01708, and this is for order with index 0, and yes, this is exactly the price that we've selected to open this order. And of course, in a similar fashion, you can go to index 1, index 2, and so on. Or you can use another option only with indexing. If, for example, you know the index number of all these attributes. Let's say that you want to access ticket, which is index 0, you can use this approach. And once again, let me compare. This is the ticket ending on 093, and here 093 once again. So this is how you could access information. Or if you prefer to use another data structure, you can, for example, extract this information in a dictionary using key value pairs. And yes, that definitely depends on your objectives. So this is how to retrieve all the orders using the function without any parameters. Orders get without any parameters inside. You can access all active orders information, and if you want, you can select the first, the second, or the third one. Of course, in a real trading environment, maybe you will create some kind of a loop and extract the exact information that you're interested in. And yes, this is about this first option. Let me now, I'm going to remove this one for the moment, and let's go to the second option of calling this function, which is to provide the symbol name. So here, if you type symbol equals, for example, your USD, I bet you get the idea here. For the moment, this tuple contains 3 orders. 2 of them are on your USD, okay, and the third one is on GBP USD. So if I run this function, I'm expecting this tuple to be modified to size of 2, containing only the Euro USD orders, and this is exactly the case. Let me run this one and confirm that here you have symbol Euro USD, and here once again you have the symbol Euro USD, which means that everything works as expected. Of course, you could do the same, of course, for GBP USD, but this is how this filtering works. You provide here one order, you provide the symbol name, and it finds active orders that correspond to this symbol name. The third option here, you can provide group parameter filter for selecting orders for symbols. So if you scroll down a little bit here, you can read the description how this group parameter allows you to sort orders. But let me give you an example. You can here, for example, provide only I think this group works. You should place this inside an asterisk. So group equals, and let's run this one. So it finds inside the string this GBP substring, and if this is the case, you can see here the symbol name is GBP USD, and for it would work the same way. For example, it was USD GBP, so it would find the GBP string even if it's in the end, and it's going to filter this order. So let's take a look at our Euro orders. There must be 2 orders inside the tuple. Yes, that's correct. And let me show you if this is the case. Again, this first order on Euro USD, and the second one. And if you read the documentation, you can find, for example, how to filter, how to group orders that, for example, does not contain the euro symbol and stuff like that. Actually, I think that Python has enough of different options to filter in a loop or following different code logic. And if I go back to the documentation, there is another option to select by ticket, which means ticket, you know that every order or position has its own ticket that's used in the system. For example, you can see ticket, you must have this field here, this column inside your here toolbox bar. If you open this one, Control plus T, you must have this window here with all this information. And for example, let me try to remember this 9123970993, and this time here you can see only one order. If I run this one, you can see that it has successfully accessed my order by its ticket number. This is the Euro USD with an open price of 1.01708. Let's take a look here. Opening price, this one right here. So yes, these functions, this order get functions could be used this way. And let's go to the documentation just to confirm that we've covered everything here. Now the next function that I'd like to discuss is this order send function. Obviously, we are going to the very interesting part of sending orders. Let me click on this one, but I think that I'm going to split the video here, and in the next second part I'm going to discuss the order send function, because it's going to take a while to explain what's going on here in this request result structure. So thanks for watching and see you in the next one.